and he's dead. There you go.
If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
I can see why you like her. She has such a way with words.
Welcome to episode 12, aka the final episode of season 2 of From Ice to Ashes. Bunker Hill, here we come. One of the craziest missions in the game, and even though the frame rate is super choppy, it's still fun, but you guys will see how it goes down. What you're seeing right now is me helping the Minutemen liberate, I suppose, the castle and getting rid of all of the Mirelurks. So now Preston and his crew are all now at the castle. Everything's going well. A lot of my companions are there too. But before we get into this next mission, we have to do a mission, or before we get into Bunker Hill, we have to do a mission called Synth Retention, and we have to regain or recapture a synth that was lost from the Institute. He actually, I guess he got out at some point and got caught up with the railroad, got a new identity, and then he became a raider and the leader of a place called Libertalia. And there's a bunch of raiders there, and we have to take them all out alongside our soon-to-be new companion, X6, aka a courser that works for the Institute. But before all that, we're gonna meet Virgil and give him the serum to cure his condition, and we're gonna meet him alongside Strong.
Virgil.
Well, human not like smell.
Shut up.
Smells like vaporized brothers.
It did, but I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
I can't find it anywhere. I'm sorry.
What? No. No. It has to be there.
Unless?
Volkart. Damn it. The old man always hated my work.
I thought he was gonna say Sean.
But if he ordered it
Not really.
destroyed, he wouldn't have even known. What am I gonna do? Am I stuck like this?
Ooh.
Do you remember Edgar Swan?
Swan. Yes, I saw his file. He was one of our first test subjects years ago. His mutations destabilized.
Sure did.
Started turning into a behemoth.
He certainly did.
That could happen to me. Maybe I'm fine for a few months or a few years, but God, I couldn't live like that.
You'd be a monster. That'd be awesome, dude. Come on, man.
Maybe it won't come to that.
No, the serum is my only hope. Please, go back.
Okay.
Virgil?
Let's give him the
Have you
serum.
found the serum?
Sure did.
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. Wait, this make you human? That is the idea, yes.
What is going on with this
You
camera?
super mutant. Why you want to be human? You can't be serious. Just look at me. I'm a monster. I don't want to spend another day in this wretched body.
Enough! Calm down, both of you. Virgil, do what you're gonna do.
Right? Let's see.
Don't be sizing me up. I'll kill you.
Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter
What are you doing on the left,
sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
I don't know what the hell he said.
Has the, reverse transcriptase survived the nucleotide synthesis?
Excellent question. Yes, it has. Fascinating. Oh, did you mean that as a joke? Well, it's time. There's only one way to test it.
I didn't pick that dialogue option before. Oh man, that was great. And Strong trying to use the terminal. What are you doing? Get off that. Stab yourself with the needle. Come on now. Do it. Yo, I'm stuck. Move. Move, you big bastard. Yo, what the fuck? Move! Alright, here we go. Alright, come on. There's only one way to test it. Now stab yourself with the needle.
Alright. Here we go.
Here we go. Do it. He used the Force.
No.
Why would you not want to be a super mutant? You can
Wait.
use the Force. You can still use terminals.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days. Maybe a week and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
So here we are at Libertalia doing another Institute mission. I feel like their earlier missions are more fun than any other group's early missions, but then the early groups, the first groups that you meet, Railroad, Minutemen, and and Brotherhood of Steel, their later missions are better. You know, it's kind of weird. I like the pacing, but it's just kind of weird that it's set up like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, in this mission, I was really concerned about this right there, that enemy, because they have a freaking Fat Man, or a nuke launcher basically, and it's just so ridiculous the damage that it can do. Like now, the level that I'm at, I think I'm at 72 or 73, I can survive a super mutant's suicide bomb thing, but like with barely any health, but I cannot survive that nuke launcher at all, because I don't have enough health to do it yet. But eventually you can, I think probably when you get to like level 100. But yeah, I was really concerned about that. But other than that, it was just kind of easy to breeze through. But I really like this area. Like if I could make this a settlement, that would have been great, but can't do that. There is another settlement though that is pretty cool, but we'll visit that later. Once again with Nick Valentine. I want to do like this little detective series thing. You'll see what I mean.
There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Jesus, what a mouthful.
Then talk fast, ma'am. Just make sure you get it right. That's all, ma'am. Ready when you are.
Well
Judging
done.
by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents
Just
of the
like
Institute.
me.
So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
How much plunder have you got?
Ah, so you are here for loot then.
What are you doing, boss? We can take these guys. Keep your mouth shut. I know what I'm doing.
We got a modest little stash. I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you, freely, if you walk away afterwards. What do you say? Do I have your word?
You have my word. Give me what you've got and we'll leave.
So we are working with pirates now? You
Shut up,
cannot
Gary.
trust them. All the stories say so.
The password to get into the stash is Mad Orca. Help yourself, my fellow pirate. We can always get more.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I have my rules.
Die. Motherfucker!
I ain't telling him to do that. Well, don't shoot at me. Hold up now. Let me see what y'all got back here. Just look real quick. Let me see what's going on. Hold up. There we go. Boom, bada bing. Really? I was expecting so much more. Alright. Sorry to do this to you, buddy. But I have my orders. Oh, man. And this should do it right here. What? There we go. What? What's wrong, Carrie? Just doing my job.
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Mother. Of course, you're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Alright.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill.
And here
It's
we
important
are.
that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
I feel like they're gonna figure it out anyway. But anyways,
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
so if the mission isn't active, you can actually go to Bunker Hill and do some missions that are not related to this. And that's what we're gonna do first.
Caravanners just love swapping tall tales. But I've heard one story enough times, there's gotta be some truth to it. Apparently, the Northern Road goes straight through an old military training yard that's just crawling with a horde of feral ghouls. And that's cutting into my bottom line. So you take care of that, and maybe I can throw a few caps your way.
At this same place, there is actually another mission that we can do, which I think is pretty cool. We can actually search for a missing squad from the Brotherhood, and one of the squad members is in this very building. Another one is not too far away. Another one is not too far away. And with those three individuals that you can sought after, you can get 3 different holotapes that help you figure out a password in the location of a bunker where the leader of the squad is. And you can either bring him back to the Institute, or you can, not Institute, bring him back to the Brotherhood, or you can leave him alone. But we'll explore that mission another time with Nick Valentine. By the way, this freaking Assaultron right here, dude, these things are ridiculous. And there's an Assaultron just like it that can turn invisible. I wonder what would happen to those two things actually battle each other. I think that'd be pretty cool. There might be a DLC for that. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, there is one thing.
Dad, you're not gonna send him on that same wild goose chase.
Hey, he brought it up, not me. As I was saying, before us Savaldi started slinging rotgut to thirsty caravan hands, we came from a line of Minutemen. My grandpa, Brent Savaldi, was the last. He died fighting raiders just outside Malden. If you could find any of his personal effects, well, it'd mean the world to me.
Town works because everyone knows we got the raider angle covered. The gangs get paid off and leave our caravans alone. But Zeller's army is getting greedy, asking for more caps. And after we pay them, the bastards still hit our people. But I found out the army's holed up in an old prep school. The job's simple. Deal with them.
So right after this section, after we do this mission, taking out Zeller's army, we go into the Bunker Hill situation. So first, Sean tells us, hey, this is what you got to do. You got to get back what was stolen from us. You got to get back those synths and bring them back to the Institute so we can reprogram, repurpose them, just figure out what's wrong. Why are they becoming deviants, essentially, kind of like in Detroit Become Human. But because I'm still with the Railroad, I'm still with Brotherhood, I'm like, okay, I got to keep my allegiance with them. So I tell them what's going on. And then it comes to me having to make the decision. Do I kill the synths? Do I free them? Or do I just bring them back to the Institute? All the while, I'm with Curie, and we team up with another Courser, who will certainly be a threat if we ever even decide to betray the Institute and save or kill any of those synths.
I've been waiting for you.
Fuck you.
Yeah. The line at the car wash, super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated.
Right.
A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting.
So in this mission, if you're not familiar with it, everybody is your ally. Like everyone there, if you've already joined all the groups, that is. So if you joined the Railroad, they're your allies. If you join the Brotherhood of Steel, they're your allies. But the Institute most certainly is your ally because you got this mission in the first place. So you can go in here, you can attack whoever you want, kill anybody you want, because, presumably there will be no survivors by the end of this battle. So it doesn't really matter if you kill anybody, because who the fuck's going to tell anyone that you killed, anybody else in the battle. So I went about this mission as per usual, just kind of having fun with it, sneaking up behind Brotherhood people, shooting their fusion cores, making them explode, blowing up cars, getting free headshots, you know what I mean? Just collecting XP, basically. They all had some Gauss rifles, and I could have just picked them up, but I didn't pick them up, even though they're really good guns. Didn't pick them up because I got legendary ones back at the house. But for our next episode, that's coming up after this little preview of what's going to happen. We're going to have a new intro and all that. But what I want to do for the next episode, I think we're going to focus on, I've already said this many times, we're going to focus on different characters. And I'm probably going to say it again at the end of the video because this is live audio that you're getting, not the audio that was already in the video when I made it. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on Preston Garvey first. Preston from the Minutemen. We haven't done anything with him yet, specifically, so we're going to do that soon enough. We've done something with Piper, McCready, Kate, Curie. We've done something with pretty much everyone except the synth ally that we have, and Preston, and the new DLC companions that we have. So we're going to focus on Preston, and we're going to go into the Quincy area. And in that area, we got gunners, ghouls who just happen to live there. I think it should be fun overall, but we'll see how this one really pans out.
I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this.
So why didn't you just take me to the Institute?
But manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me?
I had no conscience or perception of time.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this, they had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Oh, you're going back in. I'm staying here. So, I guess in the next episode, we'll start focusing on the different characters, you know, going around the different areas, etc., all that. And I think in the last episode of the next season, we should probably be heading back inside the Institute for our next few missions. Or maybe even before that, because we do have the companion X6, the course that's within. But regardless, that's it for this episode. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye, Carrie. Oh, she got saved. Dang it.